Hey everybody, how you doing? This is episode 73 of Dan's expert tips for authors, publishers, and speakers who want to make some money. I'm Dan Blanchard, the best-selling and award-winning author, speaker, and educator, as well as the Connecticut president of the Association of Publishers for Special Sales and the host of Mindalia TV. Today I want to talk to you about making sales with webinars. Okay, webinars, they can be a nice alternative if you're not real good at copywriting yet, which is complicated. I mean, copywriting is very complex, so webinars is just a simple structure, put your message out, and you can get people familiar with you and your product and maybe make some sales, and then in the meantime, slowly learn copywriting as you figure out what works and what doesn't. It's become more sophisticated, okay? So webinars is great because it gives people like the event experience, right? It's pretty cool. You can interact with people with your live webinars through the questions that pop up right there. You can answer them. If you're doing like the replays or the recordings, you can actually interact people with email. So that's nice. Okay. Now some of the technology that you can do webinars is like you can use GoToWebinar, Webinar Jam, which is kind of expensive though. Google Hangouts, I've used it a bunch of times. I think I've used Zoom before, and I'm sure there's a few others out there that you can find as well. And webinars are good because they can be profitable, especially people start liking you and start seeing you as a human being, and you get a good message, maybe a good product, a good service. You can actually start making some money, okay? But here's the thing, like when you do these webinars, it goes up to like 1,000. You're not going to need that, trust me. Okay, you might get, I don't know, it might be typical for like 75 people to register. You might get 1/3. That's pretty typical. 1/3 will actually show up for the live event because things happen. You know, I do it all the time. I sign up for something and can't do it. I got to do the replay. And that's why replays are good, because you may only have like 25 people on your live webinar, and then you do the auto webinars for replays, and you catch others with that. Okay, now, and for what, there's a lot of software out there too for the auto webinars, so just look for something that you can afford and something you like. Okay, and if you're scared of the technology, don't worry about that. All you gotta do is just hook up with a partner. I mean, I did that. You know what I'm saying? I hooked up with Brian Judd, the international director of the Association of Publishers for Special Sales, and we co-hosted a bunch of webinars. He did all the technology. You know, it was pretty cool. I mean, what I do with Mindalia TV, they do the technology. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't want to do the technology, you don't want to learn it, or you're just afraid of it, just hook up with someone, right? You can be like a co-host on webinars, and then eventually you can move over to being like host. And then eventually, if you become really confident, you can move over to being like the speaker, like the solo person running the whole thing, all right? So, I mean, it's not that bad to do. Just hook up with someone and be a co-host. That's a good way to start, okay? And when you do your webinars, consider this structure. I'm going to make it as simple as possible. All right, here it is. Teach something. It's the first thing. The second thing is try to sell something. The third thing, answer questions. All right, that's broken down to like the most simplistic structure I can give you. Okay, teach something, sell something, answer questions. All right, and what will help you is if you do have some kind of like really cheap free gift you can give away if people sign up for your webinar. That will help you get more people to sign up. And then at the end of your webinar, give away like some kind of like free gift at the end of your webinar that will get people to stay on your webinar to the very end so they can receive your full message. All right, so as I said earlier, I'm going to come full circle. When you do these webinars, it's a much simpler structure and simpler thing to do than copywriting. But as you do these webinars and you start finding out what works and what doesn't work and putting your message out there, then you're actually, believe it or not, you're indirectly learning some copywriting skills as well, which is kind of cool. All right, well, I hope this episode 73 on making sales with webinars was helpful. I'll be back real soon with episode 74. But in the meantime, be sure to check me out at danblanchard.net or granddaddySecrets.com, and I'll catch up with you real soon. Take care now.